Life doesn't always give us a warning before it gets difficult. One moment you're focused, working towards your goals. The next, it feels like the ground shifts beneath your feet. The road gets steep, obstacles feel immovable. You feel tired, helpless. And it's as if life is asking, are you really worthy of that dream? Can you rise above what's standing in your way? Will you break or break through? You're overwhelmed, confused, alone, and somewhere deep inside, a question begins to echo. How do I hold myself together when everything is falling apart? Some people don't, but others do. And they emerge stronger, wiser, more grounded. What do they have? It's not luck, it's not some secret gift. It's something you can develop. Mental strength. I am Hassan, and this is Mindra, your space to reflect, rediscover your strength, and revive what truly matters. Today we'll explore how to stay mentally strong when life gets hard, not through quick hacks, but with timeless insight grounded in psychology, reflection, and soul. First, let's be honest. Struggle is part of life. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you've failed. It simply means you're human. We often see obstacles as roadblocks, stopping us from achieving our goals. But in truth, they may just be signposts, simply telling us that the road we expect to lead us to our destination isn't the one meant for us. The way forward is to accept reality, even when it goes against our expectations. Like a road closure that forces us to find another path, a path not shown on any map, but one that leads to something meaningful. So, what do? First, stop blaming the world around you. Take responsibility, because only what's within your responsibility is within your power to change. Then shift your mindset. See the situation as an expedition filled with surprises, tests, and hidden treasures. If you are a person of faith, this shift becomes easier. You begin to see that what looks like failure isn't a defeat. It's God's way to gently redirecting you towards something better, something more aligned with your true path. Believer or not, if you can summon that spirit and choose to take this new journey, you will not only get closer to your goal, you will also discover parts of yourself you never knew existed. At the very least, your mental strength will grow. Every difficult moment is a tug of war between two forces. The push, your dreams, your values, your determination, and the pull, fear, self-doubt, anxiety, fatigue. What remains after the pull subtracts from the push, that is mental strength. And it's something you can build starting today. What you are facing is a stress response, a mismatch between the demands of your goal and your current resources. And like all stresses, it can be managed through two powerful strategies. Emotion-focused coping to reframe the push, that is your goals, and problem-focused coping to manage the pull, the obstacles. Let's talk about reframing the push. Stress and adversity often cause mismatch between what we want and what we believe we can handle. To respond with strength, now take a step back and detach yourself. Take the emotion and ego out and with it your subjectivity. Instead of you, imagine someone else is in the same situation, feeling and thinking just like you. Now objectively look at yourself and your goal like a wise, kind outsider. This will help you adhere to think objectively. Ask, why does this goal matter to me? What value or meaning does it hold beyond just personal success? Give it depth and meaning. connected with something bigger than yourself, helping someone, serving a purpose, honoring your faith. This reframing will boost your motivation from within. Then look inward. What negative thoughts are holding me back? Are they based in reality or in fear or in false expectations? Chances are they're rooted in unrealistic expectations, either too positive, like this should be easy, or too negative, like I'll probably fail. Both are traps. Maybe you have overlooked one risk, or maybe a known risk came true and you panicked. You need rational, grounded, and realistic expectations. And that starts with evaluating your resources and reconnecting with them, your skills, experience, lessons you have already learned. Reframe your negative thoughts, assumptions, and expectations using objectivity and reason. You will likely discover they have been exaggerated, and now you have the power to correct them. Once you have done that, the obstacle shrinks to its true size, not that inflated version shaped by fear. You are calmer now, more focused, and ready to take action. And if nothing comes to mind, remember this: you have survived 100% of your worst days so far. You are stronger than you think. Then reassess the pool. Obstacles are not just blockades, they are resistance. And here is a truth most people miss: resistance builds strength. Think of training. Pushing against weight makes your muscles grow. The same is true for your mind. When you push through resistance, momentum builds, you refine your skills, you sharpen your focus. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? That simple shift can be the beginning of a stronger you. When you meet a challenge with such presence and purpose, you begin to see a way through the obstacle or around it. You grow wiser, calmer, bolder. Even if everything else is stripped away, you still have yourself. You still control your ability to think, your emotions, your judgment, your creativity, your willpower, your perspective, your decisions. These are tools more powerful than you think. Let's delve into a real life example of strength. Gardner's life was anything but easy. Raised by a mother he admired, despite her being twice jailed and trapped in an abusive marriage, Chris learned early on that the cavalry ain't coming. You have to rely on yourself. After serving in the Navy and dreaming of a medical career, reality forced him down a different path. Eventually, he became a struggling medical equipment salesman, barely able to feed his family. Chris once saw a man in red Ferrari and asked, "What do you do and how do you do it?" The man was a stockbroker, and that brief encounter sparked a dream. With no degree and mounting debts, Chris chased interviews after interviews at top firms, sleeping in shelters, restrooms, and parks after his partner left him with their toddler son. When he finally landed an unpaid internship at Dean Ritter, he gave it everything, making 200 calls a day to prospective clients, studying after hours, all the while being homeless. He slept in train station restrooms or city shelters, holding his son close, with no certainty about tomorrow. He wore the same clothes to work, and yet he never stopped showing up, not for the world, but for the dream he carried, and eventually passed his test, becoming a full employee and a successful stockbroker. His story is a testament to persistent grit and belief. "We were homeless, not hopeless," he later said. Chris teaches us that optimism isn't about having perfect conditions. It's about showing up every day against all odds. Next is to live in the present. Worrying about the future only drains you. Dwelling on the past can paralyze you. But action in the present moment, that's where your strength grows. So ask, what is one small thing I can do right now? What is the next right move? And then just do it. Now that your perspective is grounded, move. Don't freeze. Don't flee. Face it. Even small, steady steps matter. They create forward movements. They push back against the pull. Move with purpose, with courage, with persistence. You are not helpless. You are not broken. You are becoming stronger. So, mental strength doesn't mean pretending to be fine. It means choosing to stand again and again, even when you feel broken. You're not being punished. You are being refined. And the next time you face an obstacle, instead of asking why me, say out loud, try me. You have got this. If this message spoke to you, support Mindra by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, you're never alone on this journey. Until next time, stay thoughtful, stay grounded, and keep growing here on Mindra.